Konkona, Vikrant and Kalki, welcome to Movie Talkies. The
Thank you.
film is receiving rave reviews from all quarters of the society, and I saw it extraordinary work from all of you. So how does it feel?
All looked at each other.
All of us. It feels good. I feel great. I'm happy. I don't read reviews though.
Yeah.
So I find out from other people.
And what about you,
They're
Vikrant?
feeling great. Just waiting. Like it's good as of now, but I'm still waiting for Sunday, Monday, maybe just to get more people rushing to the theaters watching it. But it's feeling good as of now.
And Konkana, your directorial debut is out.
I've read a few reviews and I'm happy, I'm grateful that we've got some nice reviews. And then beyond that, I'm trying not to think about it too much. Luckily, I'm busy. And now things are not in our control. We have to do our job, we have to do it well, we have to tell people about our film, and then what can we do? It's not in our hands.
So it got very good reviews at different film festivals, and now it's out for the audiences. So what's your present state of mind?
Luckily, I've slept a little last night. Otherwise, I was just all over the place like a zombie, going from place to place. So I feel better. I'm more relaxed today. And like I said, I'm trying to keep some distance, some objectivity. Some bad review will come. Somebody will not like it. Now again, I'm trying to be detached.
I think actually at this point, when the Friday of your release, you have to be very spiritual and Buddha-like. You can't be like, checking everything. Because the work is done. All the work before is very important, But now it's like it's in the hands of the audience and the people who watch it.
And when and how did you decide to wield the megaphone?
I hadn't thought that I would direct a film ever, but these stories from my childhood had just stayed with me for a long time. And 2-3 years back, I started, developing this more and more in my head until I came to it was becoming a bit of a world and story that I would just escape to all the time. Like at night before going to sleep, I'd be thinking about it, and it just became a big story. And then I realized that one day, at my dad's dining table in Gurgaon, I just realized one day, I remember it, thinking that, this can become a movie. And then slowly trying to work towards it.
So we've also heard that it's based on a real life incident. Is that true?
It's based on real life incidents from the time, because my parents had a home in Gunj, because my grandparents lived there for a time, because they used to keep traveling to Gunj 8-10 hours away from Calcutta, driving down with their friends and family, the things they were up to there. It was a different time, a different place, a different life. And different things coming together, and a specific time, a specific place, all this group of people coming together, and then how things play out until it culminates in a death.
So you've got an exceptional cast together. Were these the actors you had in mind while you were scripting?
Because there are so many, and they're all key, because each one is providing some important element. They're all important. I actually had some more characters, which luckily my mentor at the NFDC labs said, sorry, cut it out, that's it, no more. So I feel like some people I knew, and some people I couldn't have imagined, and they've actually worked out better than I probably could have imagined. I think Vikrant, Tilottama and Ranveer I always knew. Ranveer and Tilottama were in my life already. I could see that they would play these parts well. And Vikrant, I had seen his work and I knew that I wanted this kind of a person. But like, Kalki, Jim, Tanuja, Omji, Gulshan, I've been blessed to get these people in my movie, because I would never have thought to cast Tanuja, for example. That was Hani Jehan, and she's absolutely the perfect person. I would never have thought that Kalki would play this kind of an older woman, a seductress, a femme fatale like this, because she's always seemed so, there's a certain childlike, a girly quality to her, and she's fully channeled that oomphy woman in this film beautifully, with all the vulnerabilities and the fragility of it. So I've been very blessed.
And you are playing a completely different kind of a character, very timid, very meek. So how did you prepare for your role, and what kind of brief did Konkana give you?
Not exactly timid and weak, but yeah, he's a little isolated from the rest of the people.
Socially awkward.
Socially awkward is the right word.
And perceived as a loser.
Yeah.
What we perceive as a winner and whom we perceive as a loser.
Actually,
this is what the comment is
And
on.
what's nice about, I feel, the way he's done it is that he doesn't think of himself as a loser.
I think none of us do.
Not always. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just that's the way he's been treated.
Yeah, so bits and pieces of it, obviously I could identify from my own personal life and people around me. And we also, you know, as Coco said, because she's been writing about it for a very long time, she had very clear ideas about what her characters would be like, and also because there are so many, so they had to be distinct from each other. And we did workshops with Atul Mongia, so we did spend a considerable amount of time. So slowly and steadily, and when we went on floor, you know, there was a basic structure set as to this is how he is. But most of it was also I kind of imbibed from the people who got together with the project. I took some things because of their attributes and characters, nature, and this and that. So I think it's an amalgamation of everything, you know. Yeah. And by the end of it, because she's writing it and it's behind the camera, so she knows better than the rest of us as to what she wants, what's the final outcome of it.
I think it starts off like that, but it's really lovely how actors slowly take over those characters, you know, and own that. That's.
But my actual immediate reference for Shuntu is Coco herself.
Okay. And how was it playing Mimi?
Good. Hard, difficult for me, I think, because I don't think it naturally comes to me to be this very like poised and manipulative, and well, maybe manipulative I am, but I don't think I'm not a very like restrained person. Like I am very like, you know, very people know who I am, they see who I am, and that's usually what I am. But Mimi, I think, is a little more calculated. She's very proper, put together. You know, everything has significance. She's very aware of her positioning, what she wants, and all of those things. So it was a challenge, and you know, I think Coco was amazing. She sat and actually recorded every line of Mimi's for me because the character's from Calcutta, you know, and that was very helpful. And she also added this element of her Mimi being half French and half Bengali. Yeah. So then I got to like, you know, show off with my French. And yeah, it was really nice.
And also the women of that time, you know, I think like even your body language changes.
Exactly.
You know, because the way she normally is, you have very androgynous quality also, you know, the way you sit and stand, which you've not done for Mimi at all.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with their saris or whatever, they're not always wearing saris, but there's a little more
there was a
poise and
definitely
and all that.
A lot of structure and poise to the clothes and the way they were, you know. Whereas I'm just like, yeah, I'm more like Aditi from Ye Jawani, Arey yaar.
Okay. So your character Shutu gets bullied by the men in the film. Have you guys been bullied ever?
Yes, I have.
I think everyone has been at some point.
Everyone has.
Anyone who's a bully has usually been bullied.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So would you want to share some incident?
Not that I recall a lot of it, but हमारी बिल्डिंग में जैसे, you know, I am from Bombay, so we have this apartment culture. सब आसपास के बच्चे नीचे शाम को खेलते हैं साथ में. So I have an older brother. He's 5 years older to me. तो उसके दोस्तों ने I'm sure bully किया है. I do remember one very clear incident from my college when I was in first year junior college and I just passed 10th and got myself an admission in nationals. So a few seniors actually they saw me talking within the college premises over the phone. तो मेरा फ़ोन वोन छीन के सिम कार्ड निकाला. Obviously I couldn't get into an argument or a fight with them, but yeah. तो ये मुझे बहुत अच्छे से याद है.
And what about you?
TROLLs. I mean, we all as celebrities were trolled all the time. So there you go, that's bullying. Of course, in childhood, I was made fun of for my braces. I was quite a gawky, geeky kid. Like I grew really skinny and tall very early. So it makes you stand out, and you don't know how to carry yourself when you're young. You know, oh my God, puberty was traumatizing. But you know, yeah.
I have been bullied when I was very young. But in school, I had somebody who I thought was my best friend. This is when I was 5, 6, 7. She was supposed to be my best friend, but she used to really be mean and bully me. And I just found it so difficult to understand that why she says that she's my best friend, but she's so mean to me. So I didn't ever quite comprehend that. In my building also, I was bullied a little bit. Yeah. So I have been bullied when I was very young. And but you know, the thing is, what you don't realize at the time that you're being bullied is that it's not always going to be like this. You know, there's an end to it, you know. So, I mean, if anybody's going through bullying right now, it's not going to be like that forever.
True.
I mean, today, I have to say, I feel so bad for the people who bullied me. Because I know them now and I meet them sometimes and I just feel so bad because the power equation has completely changed. And I start feeling back to them. I'm telling you.
True.
I have teachers I have met who've been mean to me in school, and now because I'm a little famous, they're so nice to me. I'm just like,
Oh dear.
look at you.
Yeah.
Why are you being like this? Do you not
God forbid you become popular when you're in school, because then you're gonna
That's
you can never live up to that
Yeah,
after
that's worse.
life,
That's
in
worse.
life.
Yeah, it's okay to be bullied and unpopular in school. That's not your whole life.
So, okay. Actors who usually turn into directors, they also act in their own films. Why didn't you do that most of the time?
I mean, I don't think always, but because one was already doing things for the first time, I was already nervous and scared about that whole thing. I already had a lot on my plate, so I didn't want to be in front of the camera, and I knew I had fantastic people who would do that for me.
So, why a thriller? Why not a regular run-of-the-mill commercial entertainer?
Well, I don't know if it's really a thriller. I think it's drama, which is packaged with a bit of mystery and suspense. But I don't think it's thriller. And also, it's not like I consciously chose and thought that, I want to direct a film and therefore I will make this kind of a film. It's just that I came across this idea and this happened to develop to a point that I said, oh, I better make it into a movie. So that's the way it happened.
And for you guys, you like doing mainstream cinemas more or these performance-oriented films?
I really don't like this question because I don't think it makes any sense. You do everything you do for different reasons, and I enjoy all of it. And I don't think I can't choose. I mean, I really can't choose.
So you like your song dance routine as well?
I mean, I've never really done that. I would love to. I've never really properly done a song dance routine, but of course. And I think that at the end of the day, as long as you as an actor are growing from each project, it's great.
Yeah, likewise, actually. You really want to be a part of good stories, but there are things which you have to do by the end of it. It's in very simple colloquial terms, to keep your kitchen running, you need to do things which pay you well also at the same time. But who wouldn't want to be a part of good stories? Everybody would want to be a part of good stories. So yeah, it's somewhere just like yes.
So you have acting powerhouses in your films. So is
Yeah.
it difficult to work with such talented people, or they make it easier for you?
No, they make it much easier. They make it much easier. Then, I mean, so much less work to do. It happens so much quicker, everything.
But less discipline, no? They're everyone, nobody listens to you.
Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me.
Were you bullied by these people?
No, we were very nice.
No. Now, nobody can.
No.
No more.
So how's it working in a multi-starrer? Are there any ego clashes? Or my role
Not
is
an
big, my
artist.
role is...
No, I don't think so, because we all mostly knew each other, except for Vikrant. We all sort of had worked together before, or we knew each other. Yeah, it's just like one big happy Yari Road family. So
Yeah.
And what about you?
I was initially intimidated, but by the end of it, I took it as a positive, because it's an opportunity for me to be working with some of the best people around. So I wanted to take, obviously keeping the script and everything in mind, but also my individuality as an actor to pick up nuances from these guys which could help me further in my career. So I took it much more in a positive way as we went on with it. It was fantastic.
So you've given a lot of great performances, but this time you are playing the central character. Do you feel that you're finally getting your due?
I really can't say that. I'm not in a position to say that, to be honest. Happy that people have really responded well to all of our work, my work as well. They're really appreciating. I also got the space and platform to perform. Obviously, after 13-14 years, you get an opportunity to play a protagonist with such a fantastic team. Everyone's an ace in whatever department they represent. So I'm happy as of now. I really don't know what tomorrow holds for me. I've had some good releases in the past. I have a few good films coming. We just have Death in the Gunj and Lipstick Under My Burqa, which she's also a part of. It's been really appreciated overseas. Now it's finally coming to India. And then, so as of now, I have no plans actually. And I don't plan generally. Even this film just came to me because it had to come.
Mm-hmm. And this is a question for both of you. How is Konkona as a director?
What will they say now?
torturous, trouble, we died.
There she goes.
No, but I keep saying this, she's sick of hearing it, but she's a perfectionist. She's a stickler for
I'm not sick of
details.
hearing it.
She's somebody who likes to look at all the details. Not just the characters, but also visually, what's in the room, where you're catching the light. Like everything is the frame, right? It's not just the acting. So that way she's incredible, and I think that really shows in this film. The sort of visual world. It's like you're being transported to another, like fairy tale land. It's very, very beautiful.
She's fab. You know, we've said it time and again, but yeah, to cut it short, I think she's fab. She knows what she wants to do. Equally, she knows what she does not want to do, because when you are directing a film for the first time, or like it could be a responsibility which really kind of bogs you down and you have a lot of pressure, but none of it was there. She was there. She knew what she wanted.
Very focused. Okay, so there's a death in the Gunj in the film. All right, so now, if you guys had to kill somebody from the core team, who would that be and why?
Wow. Who would I kill from our whole team? It's hard, yeah.
None for me. No.
That's a boring answer, yeah, Vikrant.
Who would I kill from our team? Yeah. No. Everyone's been so nice to me, so good to me, accommodating and all. Who would I kill?
I think I'll just kill Vikrant for that.
Kill me.
Just for that
Kill
reason.
me for that.
Because he's being so like, oh, I would never do anything like that.
We're on a kill.
I think Gulshan. So if I have to say someone,
Why Gulshan?
I will kill Gulshan.
Now he's finally said something.
Chalo, Gulshan. I will kill Gulshan
Gulshan
as
is the most
Nandu.
innocent. What do you say?
Yeah, but ठीक है, he's given me a little बहुत tough time. थोड़ा बहुत.
अच्छा.
Like only if I have to,
Yeah.
say someone's name, I think it's Gulshan.
His OCD gets to you.
हाँ. Like he slapped me hard, Yeah, for that.
Coco.
And you?
I said shoot
Oh,
only.
shoot. Oh,
Firstly,
that's a cheating answer.
Hero
though.
of the film.
Hero.
Yeah.
नहीं, hero.
Probably kill. It sounds awful, but I just want to kill that puppy. Just the puppy just kept growing up so fast.
And
you should-
either he was
like,
peeing or he was falling asleep.
Yeah, like the puppy was supposed to be so many more scenes, but the puppy was constantly jumping around, not staying in place, not listening to me, growing up so fast. Over the course of that month and a half, we had 3 different puppies. We were eliminating him from scenes finally. Otherwise, khatam nahi hoga. Not that I'm an animal killer. I mean, I don't know, I'm a non-vegetarian.
Bad conversation there.
I don't think this is a great question.
Okay, any interesting anecdote that you would want to share with the audience, which happened during the shooting of the film?
I'm trying to think. These are always tough, no?
Yeah, these are always tough. We've given the car answer several times. Shooting the frog was very difficult because we had kept it like we just couldn't find frogs. We found very small frogs. All the animals were a problem, because the frog kept finally, I think on the last day we found one frog and we had to shoot everything with the frog on that day. So that was really tough. And the car was really problematic.
I'm tempted to talk about Tilly's pillow.
On your head.
Tilottamar show had some issues during the set.
She was not well.
She was
for
not
a while,
well
poor
at a
thing.
certain particular point of her physical body, and so she had this pillow, which was like a inflatable tire pillow that she had to sit on all the time. So that pillow became like a part of her, like it was part of the costume. It was with her everywhere. Even if we went for a swim, she'd bring the pillow, and it still lives with her. So I can't disassociate Tilly from that pillow.
And anything that you would want to share?
Mine is not as much fun as theirs is, but it's very private and intimate. While we were shooting the climax, Omji would, always, because we were shooting it for 3 days, 3 days, and he was really worried for me. So, for someone of his stature to come up to me and pat my back and say, I hope you're fine, I hope you're doing good, offer me food from his tiffin, offer me his chair, these will be everlasting memories for me. Yes.
Omji is playing a pivotal role in this film, and unfortunately he's no more with us. Any fond memories that you would want to share?
Omji and me basically never understood each other because he would speak really fast in Hindi or in Punjabi and I'd just be lost. And he also thought ye firangi kuch samajh nahi. But he decided to become friends with me on the basis that I'm French and his son is 18 years old and he speaks really good French. So he would just give the phone to me and say, "Baat karo. ईशान से बात करो French में बात करो So that was my relationship with him, which is actually lovely because now I'm friends with his son. We speak in French, so that's my memory of him.
Yeah.
I said it.
I was saying, it was he was the So he never listened to me at all. And whenever I would very apologetically come to say something to me, he'd start laughing. And, not always, but like at the fun times, I'm telling you. And he'd start, making fun of me or imitating the way I walk or something, and everyone's cracking up. He has this really jovial, irreverent kind of a spirit where nothing is sacrosanct and nothing is holy, not the film, not the, at the end of the day, not like the characters or anything. So, and it's a great leveler. I love that about him. He really embraced the place. He embraced the people over there. My last day of working with him was the dubbing, and I remember him just cracking us up, like me, Disha and Kunal, just like laughing, not getting any work done, and like him mangwaying food for everybody, like always wanting to feed people. Tilotama had to shift to Gunj and stay there because she wasn't well and couldn't travel. We were traveling a lot every day. Omji went and stayed in Gunj as well. And I remember one day we were changing location, going from one place in Gunj to another, in the middle of things. And whatever, suddenly in the middle of the road is Omji with his chai and, his whatever gamcha, and he's standing there. Not gamcha, but he's standing there with his chai in the middle of the road saying, ha, jao, chalo, chalo. Waving the cars past, jao, kaam karo. Like a local, fully settled. So he had this he embraced life and all of us, which we're very lucky to have him.
So everybody was pulling pranks on you in the film. Did you get a chance to get even with them off camera?
No, unfortunately, nahi. But off the shoot, besides shooting, I think one morning it was like 8:30 in the morning. Kalki, Ranveer sir, Gulshan, and all these guys, they just knocked my door and I opened the door half asleep.
Oh yeah, we all jumped
And
into your
Kalki
bed.
was recording it, and these two guys, I just opened the door. I'm in my, banyan and boxers, and I opened the door thinking ki room service wala hoga ya koi hoga. So Kalki is recording. The moment I open the door, these guys lift me up. They're like, hey! And they just throw me over the bed. They jump over me. And
What?
Yes.
I didn't even know this.
Four of them in bed together.
Yes.
With,
Jim
trying
was
to
al-
take
Jim
your
was
clothes
also
off.
there.
Why is it not on social media already?
And
Yes.
Vikrant.
But you
I have it on Instagram.
It's on Instagram.
It is?
Alright. Oh, okay.
I have to see it.
1 year ago.
So Kalki is the prankster.
I think all of them together.
Oh no, I'm not.
They were just trying to make me feel a little comfortable, because I was a little awkward initially, intimidated, but they just, I think that thing also just sort of, broke the ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, when you're stuck in a hotel for 1 month, you have to get
Yeah.
So now that you've acted and directed, what do you enjoy more?
Well, there are different things to enjoy in each. It depends what you enjoy. You may enjoy different things at different times. How involved you want to be. You need to think a lot more before deciding on a film that you want to direct as opposed to deciding on a film that you want to act in because, your investment, your responsibilities are less. But both are enjoyable in their own way and I'd like to be able to continue to do both.
And what next?
No idea. Now, I don't know. Let's see. See, Lipstick Under My Burqa luckily will release.
Yeah.
So hopefully now. Because
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, so I think finally in the next couple of months, hopefully Alankrita Srivastav will announce something soon. We're all waiting with bated breath.
And what are you guys doing after this film?
I'm doing nothing for a while. I have just finished this web series called Smoke, which should release soon, and I will be doing my first Tamil film end of this year, which is very exciting.
Really, she
But
speaks Tamil.
I speak
Yeah.
fluent Tamil, so that's really exciting. I can't say yet what the project is, but yeah. And otherwise, I'm chilling.
And do you also plan to become a director in the near
No.
future?
She has directed plays.
Yeah, she
I
directs
direct
plays.
I've directed a play, but no, I don't see myself doing any film directing.
And you?
As she said, we have Lipstick Under My Burqa coming up, and I start shooting for a film called Pujya Pitaji, and a couple of other things here and there. A little too premature to speak about them now.
So do you think that the millennials would be able to relate to this film considering it's a period?
I think so. Because, it's a young person's story actually. It's a young person's
And
story.
actually, I would say that time it's like how eras repeat themselves, and I feel that time has come back in fashion, including even literally in fashion, bell bottoms and all of that has come back, but also attitude, that way of life. I think it comes back, and I think
It's so funny because bell bottoms are the first thing I saw really coming back. Like I remember wearing
the
bell bottoms.
90s.
Yeah, I remember wearing bell bottoms a lot in like 96, 98 that
90s,
time.
yeah.
And now I'm seeing it happening again.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
So what kind of response are you expecting from the audiences for this movie?
I like not to have expectations in life. I've learned to manage my expectations in life because then, everything is a bonus.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm expecting it to be amazing. Everybody everybody's going to watch it, and then it's also going to come online in a few months, and then everyone else will watch it. And I think it's a timeless film actually, and I hope that with time it's going to grow.
So tell us quickly and tell our audiences why should they watch A Death in the Gunj?
To find out who died.
Yeah.
How, why, of everything.
To be transported to another time and place, something that we've not seen very much of.
It's like one of those short stories which you read on a hot summer afternoon before you go for your nap, like a 60-70 page.
Where you feel nothing can go wrong.
And then it does.
It's I really can't call it a fable, but it actually transports you to another world. A nice. The texture of the film is also very sepia-ish. It's very summery, though it's set in the winter background. So a lot of good things have come together. Good team working, good actors working, and finally a lot of other people have spoken decently well about the film. So they must go and watch it.
So it was great talking to all three of you. I wish you all the very best for your movie.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Pleasure talking.